Akwaba me bi o ti me akwaba.
I'm lawyer.
Mbom ti saying.
Kofrodia na eba yo. And your former national chairman and ye na maami ayi.
Oh, okay.
I will notice no very late in the day.
Sorry for.
But na was say eba.
I appreciate that very much.
Ti me ma chairman Yako bio na me san so morning na busu nyina Yako na me chia mini openene Solomon Owusu. Maybe Mahuso or Brett, he was struggling to answer a very simple question. Now, lawyer,
microphone that's a which crack.
Lawyer almost say, Oba finance near economy is premised on assumption. But when your assumption is premised on the setup, is the weakest form of assumption. Every economist, be a financial analyst, be a your postulation, you assume and make projection for the future. But one thing about projection also be a share and so yeah, you have to be guided by the utmost good faith. It is oh yeah, by now be pray to me now, wash your be brave, and there's something called front loading of your flagship programs. Abambia the manifesto in a back on so. But you see, Marcus Cicero say always advance your own level of argument. But when you miss superior and drop yours, so mimi opinion ka say abra yi levy bano. I suggested to government, Soko Uganda, in fact in Africa, the best country with yield levy policy is Uganda. And look, that is how they started. Because of my working with the Commonwealth, it's practical with me. Almost started with 0.1. 0.1. Until the majority of Ugandans were paying the yield levy without knowing. Now, every quarterly they go to parliament and increase it from 0.1 to 0.25. It got to a certain level and you move be 5. So even if the citizens were paying even 2%, even at a certain level, they were not feeling the impacts. Aban sorry or see levy no media man 1.5. Number 1.5 and about 6.9 billion. Some of us told them so no, you hit the rock. Almost no, you are being political. We said no, go to Uganda. Uganda there and offer Udru Entebbe airport. Find out from them how they did this. In fact, Uganda, among their source of revenue, yield levy is the third or the second. It is so because Kwanya Ugandan government fast so yeah, no, Timemufona and feel it. And you see, Tobia de bar, the city rule opposed to is fundamental. Me metra and kase me position tino me be councilman mo beat me debit. Every citizen, including me and you, will oppose tax. But lawyers saw the toba. Now, say, no year a bit regressive, it will face stiff opposition. And you see, arguably, whether it is proportional, regressive, or progressive tax, you get opposition. But whereby a twana would they ban on the embodiment regressive, which is regressive means it punishes the poor and motivate the rich. For example, let me give a clear case study. Young for a railway, any abrobi mikromu or domasenye case study. Abewana so man 1,000 Ghana and a greatly just a heaven. But Madame for me yen diano. Okra 1,000 Ghana, the value of 1,000 Ghana is not much. But Abewana on okotin toes, okotu trabody, okotu bancheno, onya 10 million OCD na, wodru heaven a year. So catch us Abewana say obe send 1,000 Ghana, ye betting ye levy 1.5 wa. Obe bobna. Any obefa car kobrikum every dumase the scanner comma the ordeneka. And tis how the two be a ba na and don't forget said the downtrodden are the masses. So for the pyramid of taxation, any be for a dozen. Your catcher are buying with a ye levy no, any be for a ye levy more. Until lower the rank, broaden the base, abana and finally dear the sea. And you see, naturally, people will both avoid and evade tax. Now let's come back to the new tax abai. Lawyer, one will say, Adia Bakun shows a bambia fairly, the continuous increment in your policy rates. Basic economics better will say, a bambia increasing the policy rate to mop up excess liquidity from the system. Or the bet here. Abribia better says a bambia increasing the policy rate, which is the rate a bind the both to investor bonds and on lending to business community. No, Abribia now policy rate be cost no. Next, say you are punishing the business community. And then now say every businessman, businesswoman be also here for the Christmas. No, anytime he's affected by borrowing, no, it will transfer the cost to the final consumer. From January 2022, now the policy rate of government through MPC was 14.5%. And now a TFI here can say a 29.5%. It means from 2022 January till date, no, NPP are buying policy rate no, I jump up by 100%. So me a central bank. Now me turn Sikama CBG EcoBank 29.5%. When EcoBank take up the money, on also be introduced to raise premium rate into that money. So by the time a Sikan be free central bank BOG, Edu EcoBank, Edu consumer no what time no, now policy rate na 50%. Into now ye can say no, beyond say ye kasa about taxes no. Policy rate, when you increase it too much, it becomes an indirect form of taxes. I don't condemn it because as a social democratic party called NDC, we are not against taxation. No, because taxation is a financial tool to create equity. Into obi awakoto ne Lamborghini, obi awato Ferrari, obi awato Bentley. All create climate change, you know. Aban beji ne toward the akwa create road amobi owodomasia ontimi ntosa aka ne bi. And from the NDC perspective, no, we are not against tax in principle.
But now we are against this tax.
No, I'm coming to no. Mami, tell me submission you. We are not against tax in principle. What we are against is say abanya ojeto. Now ojeto ni we are ontimi mutuo no ho akontapa no hia to. So kwa financial economy almost say a sport child need discipline, not more embellishment. Akolaboni hiati anya so. Aban we akolaboni. And then been saying COVID-19 by aban to. And na kura COVID no aban je to yet aso de omonje to no. But auditor general year report today ni free mobile. Enti NDC ye how ne say ye ba aban me be je to. Me metna studio ha me kan che Ghana because ye de to no na e be chechire man no. But ye ji to no a to na ye beje no yen kotena Jubilee House and nipa more than 1,000 won't do that. Yen kosi National Cathedral to the biggest pit in the world yen yesa ye ji to a yen kodware wiem abra Ghana for complaining. So the fundamental issue between the NDC and the MPP is say yes we are for taxation but whereby on continuous basis je to na je no you are not investing in things that can pay for it. Some practical example. Lawyer Wunimu say, NDC Abansi Commander Sugar Factory. Emma, yes, you be able to say, oh, you've done something laudable. Aban will buy 7 years money. Statistically, every year, Ghana government spend well $2 billion to import sugar. NOB Grain say, look, how can we curtail importation on sugar to cushion the government of the country? And they started community capital with a loan from Indian Exim Bank. Abayi buy you know the buy na ye. Wako bui ako start another sugar project called the Bui Sugar Limited. So Bui Sugar Limited no, the proprietary owners no is largely Chinese. And to one who say yeah the Bosiansi Commander Sugar Factory. 7 years we abandon our project no. And you are pursuing a project and you pro-Chinese. Until at the end of the day no, say the Bosia NAC Commander Sugar Factory. Sahabosian, don't forget, say it will come with a crippling interest and even repayment to the country. Yabema moratorium. You surely pay that loan. Oba ye no, Commander Sugar Factory want to so 6 years, 7 years later no, if abandon Commander Sugar Factory and a wako bui ako started Bui Sugar Limited. Enti baby same say, enti adwempa bempa na teye say ye de abansi case Commander Sugar Factory. Oba ye wo se mento aso. To a mento aso na adan ya me kwa ko start a new company na China for the largest shareholder. At the end of the day, say China for make profit. Where does the money go? Last of it all, Growth and Sustainability Levy Bill 2022. Basic finances better will say every company pay tax after profit. And this wunya mfaso wi a na wotuato. Eye Ghana nko and the MPP tekana fa aban we na mahu say aban we aban a they are taxing people on operation. Lawyer Mete say we make a sound argument to say if the mining companies are making profit, why don't we tax them? abri bia wo de to a eye atwame ne beba no what it does ne say it drive investment away. And now make us say me ye mining investor. Na se mi kresika ye wo Congo, ye wo Cote d'Ivoire, ye wo Burkina Faso, ye wo Nigeria. Na e betuma mine gold. I'll look at the cost benefit analysis. Say me back Ghana, what are the tax components involved? If the taxes are too burdensome, as a business person, where will you take your money away? Tax this growth and sustainability levy bill 2022 no abana and farm makra nkeye. And let me give a prediction on this show. Yeah, measure from today March 2020, April 2023 to April 2024. You realize the volume and the quantum of investment and was the various said, and you see, look, I come to think about it. Among the sectors now on the tax, it's almost close to about 17. Banks include non-banking financial institutions, insurance companies, telecommunication, breweries, inspection and evaluation companies, down to mining companies. At the end of the day, yes, we need money. But lawyer, a come to one some unity. One who be or see a come dem until you buy a fufu no. But the some unity. That is what the government is doing. We are not against taxation, but the principle no kwanya buy we fast so added to go amount for no. Ya hwe better dey be try ni no. Now all the prospective companies in Quebec may be nyuma afa nipa no dan ani a they will prefer to go to Congo, go to South Africa and go to other countries and mine in Ecoso. And Abasa who loses one, the citizen will not have job. And I buy when a share Ghana for boss look through former general secretary. Omo catch a Ghana for some of the omoba. Ombe bienuma. Na beto dano. A man for be free a manonia be pay numa wa Ghana. So obe cobra wu now some parfum. You've done nothing. Enti abaya obe creating numa. Akrama a man for be pay numa. At the growth and sustainability levy bill bar. What that government has done is say you are exporting jobs to other countries and killing local businesses.
Situation.
Right.
Abino ewom CCA. IMF na ye tumpo emponi se enka March end na ye no mo etimi awie.
Right.
March abana wie ya ye wie ye hwe ni mu se ni mu animu yi. E wo say etimi conclude the deal with them.
Right.
Now we so acquire precondition say yes adie.
Right. Okay, you see, metie na minu penny ne kasare metie ne yeme be na you see and he's very being honest on the show, no politicization. Look, when you want to curtail a name, there are two things: revenue and expenditure side. Lawyer, enya bribia na hie skade bobra. Enya bribia na nipa hie skade bobra. At times revenue is good, but expenditure is key. Until if the revenue side and work mawa, turn to the expenditure side. And in fiscal consolidation, two things are involved. How do you mobilize money? So how do you cut down on expenditure? And now I can say, lawyer, let me be very blunt on this show. Make I will show we so me catch will say the mark target will not be met. I remember one former DC meaning the buy or challenging. I told you, look, I'm an economist. I'm from NDC Carlos and Tonchain. When I look at the realities now, one, domestically, you bet my domestic exchange, you bet succeed. But so man before China will accede to your terms, or best stretch out. Until the earliest we can get this bailout to be in June 2023, and you can mark it down. Because China be pull and push. The Paris Club will pull you. Until the earliest a Ghana bet many IMF Sikano, June. That is when the board will approve. What can we do? Government will cut down on expenditure. Okay. Presidential staffers, say over 1,000.
Now, what can you say?
Wait. So far, Article 71. Do you know? So most of these political appointees in the under Article 71, into your man, some man, whether 4 months, 6 months, 1 year, or better as gratia. So don't look at just the salary no homogeneous. But Aban Rebecca opposition December 2024 walai, they know one leg in opposition. All these 1,048 people now this enrollment in the almost some Aban we are. They are going to be paid end of service.
Even those who are public
yes, they will be paid.
Public servants.
They will be paid. And it's any per thousand. So lawyer, Fanasa the yen will be averagely 200,000 Ghana cedi per one person. Multiply by over 1,000 people. Look at the toll on the economy. Aban we you too much. Maybe the new opposition or more corner yameya. Unim the yameya. tokro no mo be create by bribe brand and the hammy and come position or more called I don't give a damn about it, but I'm not no more creating, they are creating financial manhole, not even potholes.
It made us say a BOT, Casa Demand, NDC.